All right, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear it? Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Had the microphone set up on something else, so I had to check it out. But I'm here. I'm talking about Val Kilmer, actor extraordinaire, Suzuki Method, dead at 65. Val Kilmer. He was the most memorable performance from my childhood, from my days coming up, was when he was Batman. I think he was my first, awareness of Batman. I know there was Michael Keaton before him. He was in Batman and Batman Returns, but Val Kilmer played Batman. What the hell? I can't even think. I'm trying to remember what it was, but he played in one of the Batman movies. They called it goofy. It was I think it was Michael Schumacher's production. It was kind of corny, but let me see. Let me make sure. Yeah, Batman Forever. Batman Forever. That's when he was in. So that, summed up a lot of his career. He was in Top Gun. He was Iceman. That was before my time, and I had to later rediscover that movie before watching Top Gun Maverick. They did a really tasteful job with his character. He in real life he had throat cancer. He had 2 tracheotomies, so that was pretty heavy stuff. But white man in America, millionaire, great career, can't cry over him, can't shed a tear, can't do it. I refuse to shed one tear over Val Kilmer. He had a great life, sad life at the end. Like I said, he had 2 tracheotomies, throat cancer. His brother died in a jacuzzi accident when he was 15 years old. He had some kind of epileptic seizure or something like that, and he drowned in his father's jacuzzi. It's just sad stuff like that. That changed his life. It was said that he was tough, and to deal with. They said he was a diva, but like Robert Trejo, I think that's his name, Trejo. He said he wasn't a diva. He was a perfectionist, and that's what kind of you can kind of see on screen. You can see his bravado, is his coolness, his sharpness, his wittiness, all packaged together to make this great performer. So salute to Val Kilmer, dead at 65, and you can definitely check out his catalog of films. One of the best films I think I've seen with him was I think it was called The Doors, if I'm not mistaken. Let me make 100% sure. I tried to do as much. I went into the different methods that he used. The Suzuki method. I mean, he used that. He walked around set and asked people to call him, Jim Morrison, and he wore certain clothes that reflected him. So it was very inspiring and very enlightening to do that. I mean, it's very risky too, because you could be labeled a diva. Rottweiler, yo, Zach Lee won a hoe. Okay, thanks, Rottweiler. Let's stay on topic though. We're talking about Val Kilmer right now. Val Kilmer just died at the age of 65 yesterday from complications of pneumonia. He had his own style. He had a very just a coolness about him. He just had like a really cool, vibe about him that I could understand from his portrayals, from his roles. They called it the Suzuki method that he had. It's kind of like method acting. It was complications from cancer. He had pneumonia from the cancer, complications from the cancer. But it was pneumonia that really affected him most severely. But I do my homework, folks. I do my homework. So the Suzuki method really is kind of like method acting. That's what they call. They usually just call it method acting, but this was specifically called Suzuki acting or Suzuki method. And you really immerse yourself into the role. It's just more than just learning your lines and seeing your place and hitting your marks and stuff like that. It's like really getting into the position of the character and understanding your role properly and understanding it to a point where you know everything about your character. You know everything about what he eats for breakfast, what he, you know, what kind of women he likes, everything like that. Yes, Doc Holliday, he was in that with what was it? Oh God, I can't remember. It was a Western, Tombstone. Doc Holliday and Tombstone. So definitely, you know, check out his oeuvre of different works that he definitely championed over the years. And he was a tortured soul. He had some kind of you know, problems, you know, during his lifetime, but he had also produced a memoir. He had a book of poetry. He had also, you know, he dabbled in many other things, you know, that weren't just acting. He definitely, you know, was a man of letters. He was a man of, you know, I think different organizations that he represented as well. So, you know, you respect it to him because he just was cool. I just thought Val Kilmer was a cool guy. Even when he did that teeth thing, that like that, just, it was just like cool. I don't know. And then Top Gun, that was just really cool. It was just like he was like I can't do it, but he was this real, like, he just exuded cool. Then he played Jim Morrison in The Doors. I mean, I think that movie didn't do as well as they thought it was going to do, and it didn't get as much critical acclaim, or maybe it got enough critical acclaim but didn't do well at the box office. It's still, I just think he was really cool. He was a really cool guy. Let me see. The Doors. Yeah, budget $32 million, took in $34.4 million. It was a box office failure. But let me see if they said anything about. They're not saying anything. Let me see. Release and reception. 2.5 stars out of 4 for Roger Ebert. Ebert said that he couldn't be invested too much to the film's story, but praised the acting performances, particularly Kilmer's. Exactly. That was pretty much the story in a lot of Kilmer's movies. It's like, you know, Batman was goofy and corny and stupid, and I always get his name wrong. Is it Michael Schumacher? I always mess up his name. Is it Michael Schumacher? Batman Forever. Yeah, Joel Schumacher. Is that it? Wait a minute. Let me make sure. Yeah, Joel Schumacher. But that did money. See, that was like the weird, you know, symbiosis, or the weird system or ideal that Val Kilmer kind of like tread upon. He walked in a fine line between art and commerce, because, you know, Batman Forever was trash pretty much, but his performance is great. Like, that's the thing. And I think Jim Carrey's performance is great. Tommy Lee Jones is always going to be great. He's crazy. He can play pretty much any role. He can be hype and, you know, charged, and he can be really solemn and low key. But Batman Forever was $100 million budget, which is a really lot of money, and it was really a lot of money in 1995, and it took in $336.6 million, and that's pretty much, you know, opens doors. That opens doors. But I thought it was cool. I thought it was awesome. It was the first, like I said, it was the first Batman that I could say I experienced. And then, of course, George Clooney took over the second, the next one after that. I think Batman and Robin, something like that. But anyway, Val Kilmer, you know, I can't cry over him. I can't shed a tear. Can't shed a tear for him. He lived a great life. He lived a life that many men would wish they could live. I mean, women fawned over him. He had good looks. He seemed like a good guy. I can't cry over him. It's sad that he had cancer, and the complications led to pneumonia, and that really you know, derailed most of his career. And he had to kind of like, I'm not making fun of him. I'm not, you know, Rush Limbaugh, Rock and Power to Rush Limbaugh, but he had to lean over like this and stuff like that. And he could hardly talk. He could barely speak words. There was a documentary I saw a few years ago. Yes, I was looking at the poster, the song popped into my head. like a kiss from a rose on a grave. Ooh, now that your rose is in bloom, light from the moon on a grave. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I might do that. I was thinking about doing that, son. That's weird. Y'all are getting into my head. I don't know why y'all are getting in my head. Y'all are crazy. Y'all both are getting Rottweiler and Son of the Sam. Because I was thinking of the song that song was bigger than the movie, I think. Even though the movie made $336 million off of a budget of $100 million, which is was really good back in '95, especially. That was a lot of money. That would have been like $600 or $700 million in today's money. And probably against a budget of $200 million. But Son to Son 90, salute to you, sir. You got to get out of my head because I was thinking about doing the second part because I was wondering why Mr. Choice Star Terrain was doing a story on on Young Scooter. Like that was like 3 days ago, 4 days ago. I was just like really more than that. I think it was like almost a week ago. Just caught up on it about a week ago. Anyway, but yeah, I might do a second part to that. I might do an update because it was just too sketchy. It was weird. It was like he jumped over 2 fences, landed on his leg, broke his leg, and it hit an artery, and then he was rushed to the hospital, and then he died. Like there was talk about no fire exchange with the police. There was talk of firearms and of course a female. I said a female way before even Mr. Choice All Terrain said it. A female sets you up every time. She's gonna set you up. So that must have happened, and he had to run. So he ran. Who is Little Mexico? Star was being disrespectful per usual. Yeah, exactly. Bro, no way. Look how coked out the cop looked at the press conference. Oh wow, I didn't see it at the press conference. I didn't even see it. I haven't followed the story. I haven't followed the story since then. Haven't followed the story. I just started. I followed the story. I think it was Monday. I didn't do a show yesterday. I think I did the show on Monday, or matter of fact, Sunday or Monday. I think it was either Sunday or Monday. But yeah, so Bobby Brown jaw. Yeah, he had the Bobby Brown jaw. So that for a pick me up, had that quick pick me up. Salute though, Rottweiler. I appreciate you, sir. I don't know who Little Mexico is. I'll look that up right now. Who the hell is Little Mexico? Little Mexico. So he's dead? Little Mexico. I don't see. Hey, hate that. Hate when you click on something and it just goes to music. I hate that. That messes up the algorithm. That messes up the stream. I might have to edit that out. I don't see him dead. Is he dead somewhere? You're saying Little Mexico is RIP. I don't see him with RIP. So you got to explain that a little bit further. Do a little research on Young Scooter. Yeah, I did do the research on Young Scooter, but I have to do updated research on Young Scooter. That's the thing. I did all the research I could for my show. But if I do another show, I'll definitely do the research. I just haven't, done it because I thought that was it. But if Mr. Choice Out Terrain talks about it days later, they must have had an update, But it said that he broke his leg, his femur, and I guess he hit an artery. But then they were saying there were shots fired, and that he was shot, and that's what killed him. Little Mexico is Scooter's hood. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Oh, Little Mexico is Scooter's hood. Oh, got you. Little Mexico. Okay, so, but getting back, I don't want to stray too far. I want to talk about Val Kilmer some more. Yeah, he's out of here. He's done. It's a wrap. He's over. Like it's probably better, to be honest. I wouldn't want to have some double tracheotomy and the chance for even getting pneumonia, most likely, the odds being highly in my favor of getting pneumonia, actually against your favor, but but it's just, it was a sad situation. He had to go. He had to go out of here. White boy, one of the most prolific and most respected by his fellow artists, fellow actors. That just rings bells. His name ring bells. Val Kilmer. Yeah, Val Kilmer. Yeah. So he was real cool. He was a cool guy. Just in media, I don't know him personally. I didn't know him personally, but he seemed like he was really cool based on his portrayals, his acting roles. Like I said, he is. I always have a struggle, with my James Bond and my Batman. I think Timothy Dalton. Like, I have to go with my first usually. I usually go with my first, but I think Pierce Brosnan might have beat out Timothy Dalton for my favorite Bond character. I think Pierce Brosnan was better than Timothy Dalton. Even though Timothy Dalton, when I first, had toys and stuff, I used to take my little tractor trailer and run it off the cliff like they do on the movie. Hopefully I'm not spoiling it for anybody. Man, Cover Ye Star did it. No. Never. Not covering Ye. Nope. Not ever. Nope. Until and if he ever submits and bow down and shows that he is honest and able to say sorry and apologize sincerely to not only the Jewish community but the FBA community as well. That's when I'll start talking about Ye again. I can't support his music. I can't support his efforts, his companies. None of that. Can't do it. That's when I'll start talking about Ye. If he sincerely shows some sense of what is the word? A sense of showing apology. Showing remorse. Then I will cover Ye. I'll be happy to do it. Because Ye was one of my favorite artists of all time. He was like my guy. He came out exactly at the time with College Dropout when I was like scratching my head like, College Dropout? They're talking about go to college. Go to college. It's all about college. You got to go to college. Everything was college. And then this disillusionment sets in when you go to college or when you prepare to go to college. And everything's all goofy, and you're like looking around like, I got this degree, but what can I do with it? I can't. There's nothing I can do with this degree. I mean, this person is going to Job Corps. He's going to become an electrician. He's going to make $100,000, this second year. I got a degree in English literature. No, I don't have it. I'm just saying, as a sense. And I think I'm going to make $20,000, $25,000 a year, maybe, possibly, maybe. I don't know. So, oh man, Ye comeback equals collab with Drake. Yes, if Ye collabs with Drake, I will cover them because I'm covering Drake tonight. As you can see in the title, is Drake back? And I will answer that question. Spaceships is my favorite song off the album. Spaceships. That is, yes. I like the way Ye thinks. I don't like the way Ye thinks. He's consumed by mysticism. He is completely devoid of proper etiquette and control over his ideas and how he expresses them. Son to Son 90 says Drake is not back. That's why I had the question mark. I got a question mark. Is Drake back? But Spaceships, yeah, that was my favorite song off the album. Spaceships off of the College Dropout. That was my favorite song off of the entire album. That was my favorite. Close second would probably be Last Call. Last Call is probably a close second. We need a solo album. Son of the Sun 90. From whom? We need a solo album from whom? Drake? Son of the Sun 90? Drake, are you talking about? Yeah, I was looking into Val Kilmer's Suzuki method. He used it. It was like the late great, salute to him. Also, can't cry a tear over him either. Um, goddamn, David Lynch. He had the transcendental meditation, and it's just I think it's highly weird, but it works, and it's rational, and it's good, and it's moral. The moral is the practical. If you find something that is beneficial to your life and your career, go for it. I mean, it may be difficult for some people to understand. Like, what? Why is he going around the set, talking to himself? Why is he going around the set and you can't talk? Val, no, I'm not. No, he don't even answer. He doesn't. You say Jim. He said, huh? Yes. What do you? Yes, I'm Jim. I'm Jim Morrison. Like that's the Suzuki method. You have to be in tune with yourself and know yourself enough to be able to do that kind of method acting. And he said he had I think he had roles with Marlon Brando and people of that nature. Okay, he's got jokes. This isn't April Fool's Day. You missed it by a day, Bumbleclass. Sorry, I'm not even gonna repeat it. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, it is. I think it's dope too. I think he championed that whole Suzuki method, and I think it's gonna enlighten other people. This is the thing about death. This is the thing about life and death. It's kind of like when somebody in your family dies and they leave you a lot of money. It's like, I'll take the money, but I wish they were alive. Like, why can't I have them alive and the money at the same time? Why can't I? Can we make that make sense? Can we let that be true? Can we make that into reality? Somebody has to die for me to get millions of dollars or billions of dollars? Like, that's crazy. Exactly, Bumblecloud, you're exactly right. But I'm not repeating it. I'm not repeating. This isn't April Fool's Day. This isn't question of the day. Time. I'm serious. I'm talking about Val Kilmer, whom again cannot cry over. He was a white man in America who made millions of dollars. He lived his dream. He lived a dream that millions, if not billions, of people want to live on the big screen with their name in the lights and have women fawning over them and having a great career. But then he had the horrible side of his life, with the trichiotomies to get rid of the cancer. I think they got rid of the cancer, but he was very susceptible still to various illnesses such as pneumonia, which took him out of here. So that's what we have to look forward to as human beings. Even in your absence, you're going to create something that's going to be good. I think that there's going to be more people focused on Suzuki method and seeing what it can do to them and what it can do to their careers. It can boost their careers, probably. They can boost their understanding. He had that strange positioning of movies. He had big budget, super huge movies, and then smaller budget movies, and then middle budget movies. I mean, he had that gamut. He ran the gamut of various roles, film roles, and I think that was beneficial to his life. And like I said, Top Gun Maverick really did a classy job with his character. What they did for him in that film. So Rottweiler says, pretty sure bro was a Lifetime or Hallmark. I don't know. He may have been, but even then, that's not. Hey, that's a payday. You on Lifetime or Hallmark? That's what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. It's still a check. It's still a deposit. It's still a bag. He still gets a bag, whether it's a Lifetime or Hallmark, and that's not confirmed. I cannot deny nor confirm whether he was on Hallmark or Lifetime. He may have been. Let me see. A lot of co-stars are writing into different publications and online journals. It says he's in Top Gun, The Doors. Not really saying for Batman Forever. They're saying Tombstone. Let me see his filmography. He had a long list of movies, though. He was in one of my favorite directors and writers, David Mamet's Spartan. Let me see if I can pick that up. Yeah, Spartan. Okay. Written and directed by David Mamet. Budget was 12 to 13 million. Box office 8.1 million. See, this is that weird. I think it was William Goldman, the late William Goldman. Salute to him. Power to it, rock and power. He said, nobody knows anything, and it's true. Who would have thought a Barbie movie would make $1 billion at the box office? Yeah, maybe it make 50 million, 100 million. All right, but $1 billion? And Oppenheimer make 800 million or 900 million, I think it was, almost $1 billion. I think that's $1 billion now, but at the time when it was first released in the first few months, it was about $800 billion. But that's just weird. Sun 90. We'll get to that. We'll get to that, sir. You're jumping the gun. I got you, though. I got you. Yeah, so Val Kilmer, 65, again, 65. 65. 200 years ago, that would have been an ancient old man, not even in his wits, not even anything about him. He would have had no support or anything. He in fact, he would have died years before because there would have been no treatment for cancer back then. He would have probably died in his 40s or 50s. But the tracheotomy saved his life up until this point, where pneumonia really was the case. And that's really getting a lot of people. We got Toni Morrison. We got a few people. So in pneumonia, you cannot catch from being cold or being wet and outdoors. You can only catch it from bacteria or viral cases. That's the only way you can get pneumonia. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. 65 is actually young. 65 is young. 200 years ago, you'd have been an old man. But today, it's like 65. Oh, my God. He had years. He had years left. He had at least maybe 40 years. People live to 105 and more. That's the beauty of capitalism and the advancements that proceed, that are a result of the capitalist or semi-capitalist system that we have. That's the truth. Yeah, Son of the Sun 90 says Val was legendary. He was legendary. He was the truth. Can't cry over him. Can't shed a tear. Can't shed a tear, but he was the truth. He was that guy for real. Like nobody was messing with, like the only people that were messing with him was like Tom Cruise, because Tom Cruise could make movies. I don't know what it is with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. They were together. There were a couple. They were in movies together, but their careers are crazy. They have like the best agents or something. I don't know what it is. But they're always in a movie, like every year. Even Nicole Kidman, she's in a new movie called Holland. Tom Cruise in a movie, the last Mission Impossible movie, allegedly. I mean, this is crazy. It's beautiful. I think I'm actually like, oh my God. I'm saying it's a beautiful thing. They have, good agents. But salute to Val Kilmer. You were a warrior in Hollywood and you stood your ground, and that is to be respected. So salute to you. Farewell. All right. Wanted to get to this. This is my I was waiting on this. And I had to remind you. Son of the Sun said, Drake will come back and Kendrick will go back to being a family man. That's what I foresee. That's what I was going to say. Is Drake back? That's the question today. Is he back? No, and you and Star got to be more respectful of the dead. No more smoking on packs. I was gonna say, Val Kilmer going on up into the atmosphere. He ain't gonna be there, but he'll be right here. Don't you know that he's gonna have his time on this earth? No more. He's gonna be in a complete darkness. And we ain't worried about that though. He may have had a wife, but I don't know anything about another life. He's a one and only son that he had, and said that he's going on to that way. So go on, Val. Go on, Val. Go on, Val. All right, that's my little sermonette. Oh man, all right. So yeah, I forgot to say that. Smoke on your loud packs as much as you can. I don't smoke weed. That's the reason why I don't bring it up. So, but if you have it, smoke it. Smoke on that goody good, that bubble kush, that skunk, that Maui Wowie, whatever you got. Light it up. Y'all just sidetracked me. I'm supposed to be on Drake now. All right, so Drizzy. I saw the video. Video is fire. Video is the truth. It's like he just let Kendrick Lamar breathe. It's kind of like Kendrick Lamar was on the ground, like George Floyd and what's homie's name? Oh my god. It's on the tip of my tongue. I gotta look it up. Yeah, or y'all tell me who Chauvin. I knew I was gonna remember Chauvin. Chauvin is like if Chauvin like lifted up his knee and George Floyd was like, that's gonna be Kendrick Lamar, because Drake is Chauvin. It's a weird analogy, but you gotta understand what I'm saying. Like this is the rap game. Like Kendrick Lamar had, he had free reign over the rap game and was going in and he was everything like that. Then Drake came in and was like, you know what? Let me just hold down the rap game. Just had the knee down for 15 years. See how long this can go. Chill, bro. You on a yay rant right now. Well, I'm not your bro, Rottweiler, but I gotta take it there. I gotta get these numbers up. Mama need a new house. Baby needs some shoes. It's getting hard on the boulevard. Y'all gotta start, repeating these videos. You gotta start copying and pasting and sharing them. So, but anyway, hey, Drake, this video. True. It's got dark skinned, beautiful black women. I didn't see one like in the face. I was like, and then he's got this big bra, having broad. I guess is she yellow or is she white? I don't know. She was very fair skinned, and I think she had the epicanthic folds. I think she had them, but she comes up to him and like it's just all a whole production. The whole scene is dotted with them, the dancers, and it has all these visual cues, going against Drake's video of "They Not Like Us" with the owls uncaged. Like I was like, all right, he's about to start another war. It's about to be on. Let me see. Oh goddamn. I'm looking it up right now. His director is Theo Scudra, and he did an excellent job. He did an excellent job with this video. It's black and white. Read my Drake. Yeah, I read your Drake comment. I said, no, what is it? Drake will come back, and Kendrick will go back to being a family man. I said that. That's what I was talking about with saying Chauvin. Drake is Chauvin. Drake is Chauvin, and the rap game is, or Kendrick Lamar, who ran the rap game in 2024. Like he just eased up on his neck. He just eased up on his shoulders. It was crazy. The Nokia video was what? That Nokia video is awesome. That Nokia video is fire. Are you kidding me? You must like the other side. All those beautiful black women. You didn't really like that too much, did you? Ladies and gentlemen, bring out your Val Kilmer packs. The man who put the man in Batman. The man who brought Jim Morrison back to life. He's the man who was a Top Gun. And now let's eat off him fact. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Rick James. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate you, sir. It was a great video. It's a great video. I don't know Bumbleclot. Bumbleclot, you must be high off of that pack. You must be high off that Val Kilmer pack. RP Doc Holiday, Ride into the Sunset. Okay. Now will Drake get his confidence back? I think he already has. Drake he wasn't like he was hurting for anything. He can make a whole album and people buy it. So he said it himself. He said, I'm paraphrasing, but he's like, I'm not really about the beef. I'm about getting the party started or something like that. That's the whole idea. His music, Passion Fruit, Hotline Bling, One Dance. I mean, it's all about making some music to bump. All about bumps. No Drake hate. Well, I'm hating Drake, but I'm giving him his credit right now. You gotta give credit where credit is due. And this is a great video. Way better than his first video, but directed by who else? Who directed Best You Ever Had? Who was the director? Y'all can look it up right now. Who was the director of Best You Ever Had? He did a great job as Jim. Okay. Well, yes. We're talking about Drake now, though. Son to Son 90. We're talking about Drake. We already sent Val Kilmer all off into another non-existence. We're in existence now. Now he's in non-existence. Yeah. Exactly. Son to Son 90. Yeah. Got you. I'm not going to be talking about Ye though. It's all about Drake. It's Drake's day. Drake has a way of getting into the system and showing that he can perform at high levels, and just real cool and nonchalant. That Nokia song and the video are fire. That's the thing about certain athletes, like Tiger Woods. He got caught with all them porn trash and waitresses and all these broads, and I'm sorry I had to do all this in front of my family, and I'm paraphrasing, but he was low. 2009 to 2015, he was like trash. He was nothing. Then turned around in 2017, 2018 or 19, something like that. He got the green jacket. He was back on top. President Trump at the time, I think it was 17 or 18, I can't remember the exact date, put the Presidential Medal of Freedom around that man's neck. He got his swag back. He got his juice. He got his juice back. He got his drip. He got his drip back. So that's the kind of thing we have with Drake. Drake was Tiger Woods. Okay, I'll take that L. I took a whole L for a whole year. Cute. That's funny. I still run this. I run all y'all niggas. All y'all American niggas. I run you. Is Drake coming back for the crown? I would say so, yes. It's almost like he never lost it, really. It was like it lost its luster. It lost its shine, but he still had the crown. You understand what I'm saying? He still had the crown. It just lost the luster. It lost the shine, the sheen off of it. So, I'm telling you, Drake. That Nokia song is he back? That's all I'm asking. I'm asking the question: is he back? I'm saying it's the truth. That video is on fuego. It is on fuego. Those beautiful black women. I'm into white women, but I can tell a beautiful black woman when I see one. And he had them in he was winning. He's the winner. And y'all still didn't tell me. Oh, he said Kanye. Okay. You told me about who was the one. You're not late. You're not late. You're not late. Is Drake coming? Drake's music is mostly disposable. You can argue that, but so is music from the 1920s. You know, the blues singers. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Who does the Black Bottom anymore? It's not, you know, you have to dig it up. You have to be in that, you know, frame of mind. I mean, what about jazz? Dizzy Gillespie, Thelonious Monk, Charlie Parker, Bird, Miles Davis, John Coltrane. Are those disposable artists? Or are they legends? I would say they're legends. They're beyond legends. They're matadors and strong, you know, super women. Nina Simone and Billie Holiday, Aretha Franklin. Son of the Sun 90 says facts, Bumba. Cornette Coleman, yes, Cornette Coleman, exactly. Or excuse me, Ornette Coleman. I like old jazz. Okay. Yeah, Ornette Coleman. Yeah, Max Roach. You know, it's the whole list of them. And nobody cares about their music today. Unless you go to JVC concerts, you know, in festivals, you're in your mid-40s, you're making $200,000 a year, and you're on vacation, and you got a McMansion in your house, you know, and your skin is a little bit lighter. Herbie Hancock, exactly. But yeah, Drake is in that conversation of like great performers, great artists. He's in that conversation. And this is like a strike back. This is like the Empire Strikes Back, you know, kind of thing, you know. I don't know who is I think Drake is Vader. Drake is definitely Vader. And Kendrick Lamar is Luke Skywalker. Nobody wants to be Luke Skywalker. Everybody wants to be Vader. That's a fact. That's reality. Everybody's like Vader. Yeah, oh shit, Vader, yeah. Drake is a computer artist, meaning his vocals are heavily layered and edited. I did not know that. I'm not 100% sure on that. I can't deny or confirm that on my show. But thank you, Son of the Sun 90. I appreciate you for chiming in. I appreciate that. But yeah, so Drake is definitely on some next level ish. I'm trying not to cuss. I cuss a little bit here, but he's on some next level ish. He is he's knocking on the door of 40. He'll be 40 in 2 years, I think it is, or maybe 1 year. I think he'll be 40 next year. Yeah, I think he'll be 40 next year. He's knocking on the door, and he's already he's got a catalog. He's got a strong catalog. All his albums are platinum. Everything is platinum, or more. Everything. He's like, that's why I say he's like Jay-Z. Jay-Z, when you put album to album and abilities, you get Jay-Z is Michael Jordan and Drake is LeBron James. That's how I break it down. That's how I break it down in my mind and in different ways of explaining things. I can say things like Kobe is, you know, the late great Kobe, you know, Rock and Power is Lil Wayne. Ye is Magic Johnson. Eminem is Bird. You can see where I'm going with this, but that's just my estimation of it. But yeah, so it's real goofy. It's real goofy. Drake. Is Drake back? Is Drake back? I mean, did he ever leave? Did he leave hip hop? I mean, was he exiled from hip hop? I mean, it's like everybody was like, OVO, and like that was all good, but Nokia. Sorry, not Nokia. This is like Hotline Bling Part 2. He's got the snake game. Anybody remember from the two-way pagers or the early cell phones, the game on Nokia cell phones? It was the snake. You had to keep the snake from, it gets bigger and bigger and longer, and you can't go in on itself, or that's the game, end of the game. No, he not back yet. Okay, that's your opinion. I'm just floating it out there, asking, is Drake back? And in what capacity? I'm not even saying, when did he leave? I mean, 2024 wasn't his year. He had his head knocked off. Okay, but did he grow another head? Did he pick up the head and put it back on his neck, on his shoulders? Because this is a damning situation. I saw the billboards. This is on, I think this is 6. I think this is 6 on the Billboard charts. And this is gearing up for the summer. It's warm weather is coming up. It's gonna be Drake summer, I think. That's why I'm guessing. It's gonna be Drake summer. Nokia is gonna be banging and hoods. It's gonna be banging in cars. It's gonna be banging in strip clubs and regular clubs. I love the joke that Chris Rock said one time. He said he was going out to different clubs. He was with his friends. He was like, these bees is stuck up. I keep throwing up dolls and they don't even dance. I might do that one time. Go to not a strip club or a booby bar, but just go to a regular club and just start throwing money up in the air and see what happens. He got to drop some summer anthems. I think Nokia is a summer anthem. Kendrick needs to be humbled. Kendrick needs to be humbled. I think he already has been. I think this Nokia is a humbling experience. But Son to Son 90 says, my niece listening to Kendrick as we speak. That's funny. What am I saying? That threw me off. My niece listening to Kendrick as we speak. Oh my goodness. How old is your niece? Hope she's of age. Is she of age? She 18 years old or older? Not that I'm trying to shoot my shot or anything. I'm just making sure, talking about her, I don't want to talk about any minors. But anyway, yes, that's a good question. Does Kendrick need to be humbled? Or has he been humbled by this Nokia? This Nokia is no joke. He's got a whole team of black, beautiful black, thin ladies. This is how I like my black women. Dark skinned, petite, slim. That's my black women. I can take light skinned women. They're cool. I had light skinned women in my past, but these are all black women. There's no white women. There's no Hispanic women. It's all black women. So this is like a shot. I think this is like an obvious sub shot at Kendrick Lamar. He's like real black power and it's all about black women and everything like that. Son to Son 90 says, no, she's a minor. In my Kendrick Lamar voice. Okay, so we're not going to be talking about her too much. So but that's cool though. That's cool. Yeah, so I think this Nokia, this thing, it bangs. It bangs. I was astounded. I was like, he better come back strong. I was like, yeah, he came back strong. I don't know if he's back. Is he back? Did he leave? I don't know. You guys tell me. But I'm just asking the question, is Drake back on a certain level? Because he did fall off. Fall off. It was like a vacation to him. 15 years. Jay-Z had what, 8 years? Jay-Z had 8 years straight. That's the thing that makes it. It was like Jordan and Jay-Z and Drake and LeBron. Because LeBron had the longevity. Jay had, it was kind of like, making sure, the first, the 91, 92, 93, then 96, 97, 98, you know, those were like his Jordan's era. So just to keep that in perspective and just to keep that into the same mind frame. That's what I think is so powerful about, you know, different artists like Drake, because he's super talented. The guy's talented. You can't take that away from him. The guy can kind of sing. He's a better rapper. He's got a lot of writers. Let's not get it confused. He's got a lot of writers. But he can rap. He can rap. And that's all. I don't care. I don't care about your writers. We had so many discussions. There's so many Vlad TV discussions. You know, Elton John had Topin or Tapin. I can't remember his last name, but he wrote his songs. Elton John wrote the music and sang the songs. So what are you gonna do? I mean, most singers, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, you know, Luther Vandross, they had songwriters, but they could sing. See, it's weird in our area, you know, not in our, but in the hip hop field and in the rap game. It's like, oh, he got writers. He's not rapping his own stuff. He's not rapping. If you can rap, I'm all right. That's just me. I'm not. I think that's the purest. I mean, if you write, that's cool. I'm not knocking people that write and can rap their own written, you know, works. But at the same time, I'm cool with somebody that can rap somebody else's stuff. Like Ye. Ye had a lot of writers. He had Rhymefest. He had Common. He had Lupe Fiasco. He had Consequence. They wrote a lot of his songs. A lot of his songs he had writers on. You can look through the credits. Look through how many writers he had on. Basker. I can't think of his first name, but Basker. Jeff Basker, I think it is. He's another writer, you know, that makes and people like Timbaland, like producing. He had Danger Hands. He had before they had beef, or feud. I like feud more than beef. Beef is like in the streets and real. But before their feud, what's his name? White Boy. Oh my God. What's his name? Oh my God. What's the white boy's name? I write my raps on toilet paper because they are. Yeah, that's nice. Storch. Scott Storch. He wrote, I think he did a lot of beats for Dre. You know, it wasn't just Dre that was producing his music. Scott Storch is producing music for him. He produced music for the Roots, just to name a few. So I'm not mad at Drake if he doesn't write his own stuff. Mac Miller, yep, rock and power to Mac Miller. He definitely had flow. He was one of the best artists, rap artists who could flow off of a track. So salute to Mac Miller, rock and power to him. Another white boy I can't cry over. Drake took a lot of credit for he didn't produce. Facts. Son to Son 90, telling facts. It's true. This is true. Scott Storch is all over his stuff. It was crazy. What do you think that that was all Scott Storch? Guess who's back? Is Drake back? That's what my question is. Is Drake back? Does he have? Did he leave? Did he? Where did he go? If he's supposed to be back now? Because it was like he was strategizing. That whole loss. See, this is the goofiness of where we are in life. Because he has the UMG lawsuit, and they had a stay of deposit. I think a stay of deposition or something like that. Very legal, very heavy terms and stuff like that. But then there's like the party and bull side, party and bullish, and then you have the serious, very legal, talking about you have the Latin terms and stuff like that, and it just oscillates back and forth. How you can be caught up in the system and then have a song out talking about shaking your booty and stuff like that. It's like it's crazy. Bumbleclaw says, "Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?" Yeah, so that's where we are right now. That's exactly where we are right now. That one song not enough for Drake to be back. Okay, but hey, if Nokia pops off and it knocks Kendrick off the Billboard, you might want to think again, son to son. I respect you, son to son 90. I respect you, sir, but I think this thing is going to take over Luther. Luther's been on the charts for over 6 weeks. Number one. Kendrick is eating off of that well. He ate off of They're Not Like Us for a whole, at least 8 months, maybe more, probably like 9 months, like a baby. I don't like Party Next Door, so I didn't listen to the whole album. I don't know. Like, I love that Drake and Weeknd collaborations. Those are the truth. I think the one that sticks out in my mind is Crew Love. I love Crew Love. Crew Love is mine. That's the joint right there. They're not seeing eye to eye. They're not on the same page. But that's the weird thing about us as listeners and viewers. We love people that we love and don't like who we don't like. Like, I don't like Ye right now. I was a fan, to tell you the truth. I was a fan. I can say that. I'm no longer his fan. I'm no longer his supporter. I'm nothing to him. Until he says something that's a sincere apology, hopefully in Hebrew, against, for the Jewish community, and I hope he talks in straight Ebonics for the FBA. Y'all niggas, I be sad about. Please forgive. Shots to my niggas. Son of Son 90 says, Ye can still apologize. His death still will be painful. Ooh. I don't know where you're going there. I'm not trying to wish death upon the man, but But anyway, let me get my sponsor in. Visit Bayha Jackson's YouTube page and subscribe to learn more about sardines on the grill, fried chicken, near beer, and female strippers. Tell them Silly Sky sent you in the comments. And I can attest to you, he's a very humorous guy. He's actually pretty much a celebrity. He was the younger version of Doughboy in John Singleton's monumental film Boys in the Hood. He I'm not sure about his other acting credits, but he definitely was in that. Son of Son 90 says they don't come get you right away. They they come wait years. Hold on. They don't come get you right away. They come wait years. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Look at Mike and Prince. Okay. I think I know what you're talking about now. So he's going to have, but their deaths weren't painful. Their deaths were, drug induced. They checked out pretty much on a high. Both Mike and Prince. The feds. Okay, allegedly. I'm not saying the feds are. The feds may be, but it's a possibility. We don't know that. Okay. But we do know that they were high on drugs. We do know that, right? Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody really says, their idols, Prince and Michael Jackson, were high on drugs. What about Yeezus? The album was awesome. I think that was his last masterpiece. He has 4 masterpieces. The College Dropout, Late Registration, Yeezus, and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Those are his masterpieces. Those are great, excellent, monumental albums. Then he has Trash Anywhere in Between. Not 808. 808, it's a lesser classic. It's got some good songs on there, but it's not what he was expecting. He's expecting to drop what album? What here's a quote. Here's a quiz for the night, real quick. It's the last quiz for the night. What was the name of Ye's album that he never released but was going to follow Graduation? What was going to follow Graduation? His views are not mine. Yeah, I agree with that, son 90. He said 808 and Heartbreak, bruh. Why? That was Rottweiler. Amazing featuring Jeezy. Yeah, it's a classic album. I'm not taking it away, but it's not a masterpiece. It's a classic album, but it's not a masterpiece. Just like Graduation is a classic album, but it's not a masterpiece. Just like The Life of Pablo is a classic album, but it's not a masterpiece, and so many others. Donda, I have trouble with Donda because it's so heavy, so long, and so labored, but it might be his fifth masterpiece. I'll give it an asterisk. Okay, I see your perspective. But do you remember the question? You don't, anybody know? Nobody knows? Does anybody know? Son to Son 90 says we don't know. I'll give you until 8:04. Cold winter, no, not cold winter. I'm about to give it to you. I'll let you know. It's in the. I'll give you more hints. It's in the same family, in the same idea of the college dropout, late registration, graduation, and then you get a blank. So you dropped out of college, then you said, "Hey, I'm gonna go back to college. I'm gonna get this late registration." And then you say, "Hey, I'm gonna graduate," so it's graduation. And then after graduation, you get a blank. Doctorate. Okay, you know. He said doctorate. No, but that was a good guess. I'll tell you, it's almost 8:04. I'll tell you in 13 seconds. It's very simple. He shelved it. He may come back out with it, but he didn't come out with it. I'll just tell you right now. Good ass job. Good ass job. That was going to be his next album. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. We sent Val on to non-existence, and make sure you enjoy your existence. I thank you very much. Take care.